Da 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 dum 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 dum. Hello everybody. My name is Dex. I'm going to be doing a Let's Play of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance for the Game Boy Advance. And I'm going to be playing a modified version that has removed the law system from the game, as well as some other balancing tweaks to make the game not as easy as it has been in the past. Before I get into that, though, I need to tell y'all that I'm going to be... well, there's no easy way to say this. I'm going to be rude in this Let's Play. I am an adult, and I do not give a shit what I say when I'm on the microphone. I'm going to be coarse, I'm going to be rough, I'm going to be crude, I'm going to swear. If you're looking for some jackass who's going to sit on his ass and make this family friendly for everybody, you're in the wrong place. Also, if you're looking for someone that's going to create these beautiful works of art in video format, you're in the wrong place as well. I do this in between working full-time. I teach chemistry and mathematics at the university level, and I don't have the time to do video editing software. However, this is something that I have been convinced to do by good friends of mine, and I figured, why the hell not? This would give me an opportunity to yell and shout and do fun things. Before I start, however, I'd like to say, you self-entitled whiny little shits, you fat, disgusting, socially inept fuckers that may be watching this video that think your opinion matters on the internet. Go fuck yourself. Your opinion does not matter on this Let's Play. I have no care in the world. I do not give a fuck what you think. I'm doing this for fun. So, right here, buddy, these two middle fingers, take them right up there. You can kiss my pasty white Irish ass. For the rest of you, let's get into it. We'll be starting a new game. I have a saved game because I was testing out the tweaked version, and it runs just fine. This will be a long first video, just because we have quite a bit of story elements to get through, but then after that, I'm thinking 15 minutes to 20 minutes will be the typical video length. This one may run half an hour. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've played. But as you can see, our story starts out with a bunch of little shits on the playground having a good old-fashioned snowball fight. And I'm going to slowly just scroll through the dialogue about 3 or 4 seconds for you to see what other people are saying. Guy in the green hoodie, that's Mute. He's going to be the resident bitch of the game, and the sole reason why we have a game. And the guy that just moved and looked, well, that's us. That's the new kid. So yeah, typical bullies. Ooh, call me a little girl. I have to cut you. That's gonna be the pseudo love interest of the game. Typical tomboy. I'm sure you fat fucking neckbirds are gonna be like, oh, my waifu! Yay! I love her so much! Oh. She's like 11? You sick fuck? I'm not gonna constantly talk just to hear myself talk. If I have something to say, I'll say it. But now we get to name our character. And I have a very special name in mind. This character is a whiny little white boy bitch. And I can think of no better name for him than a good friend of mine online, who is a whiny little white boy bitch trapped in a fat black man's body. Zombie sir, this Let's Play's for you, buddy. Fuck you. So yeah, this entire Let's Play is going to be a long drawn-out joke against one of my friends. And so yeah, this guy is basically useless. I will not be using him much throughout the game. I will grind him up to a certain level so he can get past a boss fight. But then after that, I don't give a shit at all. The only thing I care about is standard units. So, actual generic Humes, Vieras, Numus, Moogles, Bangas. I hate story characters with a passion. I leave space in my party, not party, clan, to collect them, but I don't like using them just because their sprite doesn't change with the class, and I really like the way the sprites are designed. I love 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit games just because of how they look on handhelds. So, being denied seeing more art on the field just kind of rubs me the wrong way. Plus, I'm of the opinion that you don't need to be a special teenager in a JRPG to, you know, kick ass. You know, you can be generic Mook soldier number 317 and still kick everyone's ass. So they're going through this tutorial and whatnot. They're talking about how to move. And for the mod that I'm doing, they've recalculated the values to where direction that you're facing other units actually can really significantly impact your hit percentage. So long story short, attacking from the side and back is a lot better than attacking from the front. Attacking from the back is the best. You hit harder, you have a better chance of hitting, it's all good. Attacking from the front is the worst. And yeah, just stuff like that. Love the music in this game. I played this game before I even heard of Final Fantasy XII, which this game is based on the universe and story building within that game. And if you want to find more out about Final Fantasy XII, I recommend you go check out H.C. Bailey on YouTube. He is the guy to go to if you want to watch any kind of JRPG. And that'll probably be the only channel I will promote in this video. Because they're the only ones that are he's the only one that's relevant. And yeah, he's already... I believe he's a teacher. This teacher is already telling you what I've already said. If you want to do more damage, you have to get to the side or to the back of your enemy units. Your hit percentage right there, if you can see, right there you've got 1 damage and a 75%. Seems pretty self-explanatory. That's how much damage you do, that's your chance of hitting. Then you've got HP. If that runs out, you're dead. MP. If that runs out, you can't cast any spells, which for the way I'm going to be designing my clan, that's bad. JP stands for Judge Point, and what that allows you to do is use powerful summonings throughout the game. Now, there are some other numbers on the screen. There is WT 1-9, and I never actually figured out what those numbers mean. And I have no idea what they would be off the top of my head now that I think about it. But that is automatically my favorite character in the game. His name's Guinness. I'm Irish. You do the fucking math, you jackasses. But, yeah. This is pretty much the combat in the game. It gets a lot more interesting almost immediately after we get out of this tutorial section. It's going to be a long, slow, drawn-out process, unfortunately. Let's see. Also, as you can see, if you notice, they have a kind of a specialized sprite icon next to their name. And if you notice, every single one of these kids actually has a specialized sprite. However, only 3 of them actually are used anywhere else in the game to the best of my knowledge. I don't know why they went through the trouble of creating 5 more unique sprites. You will see these people appear later on in the game, but they will not be kids. I don't give a shit about spoiler warnings either. If you're watching this game, you're watching it to hear me. Typical bullies. And that was a dick move. Rocks and snowballs. That is a low blow on the playground, buddy. I can remember times when I did that. I was one jackass kid in 3rd grade. You know, back when dinosaurs roamed the earth, to give you guys an idea of how old I am. But, shit, what was his name? It started with a W. His name was Whitney? That sounds weird. Oh, but yeah, I totally put, oh, I don't know, about 3-4 large snowballs with rocks in them, and I chucked them straight at Whitney's head. He was a dick kid. You need to steal my lunch money at recess. Literally beat the shit out of me at recess. Public school system in America, ladies and gentlemen. Only the finest. Toughen you right up, make you prepare for life. But, yeah, so long story short, Mute is the typical shy kid that everyone picks on. He needs friends. These are his 2 friends. They are his only friends in the world. Ritz may or may not have white hair from that text that you were reading. And Zombie Sir will and forever always be a bitch. Fuck you, zombie. And now we're talking about, oh, let's go buy a magical book, Harry. I think I'm scrolling too fast. Sucks. I read quickly. And when I'm done reading it, I'm going to skip through it. The power of video is that you can pause it at any time. It's the yellow house, right? How I mean, it has to be a ridiculously small town if the color of the house allows you to find it. Or a town that has a very common thing. Now we see a guy getting bitched out by what must be his superiors. The technology of the Game Boy Advance did not allow for sprites to really grovel, but if they could, that sprite would be groveling. He would be on the ground, on his knees, basically offering to suck their dick. This man is pathetic and has no balls. He tends to screw up very often. Kind of worthless trash. And wouldn't you know, he's Mute's dad. Like father, like son. That's kind of mean of me to say, but at the same time, I hate these two characters. They're trying their best. They are. But man alive, they are not good at what they do. Now that I think about it, I wonder if he just got fired. No, that wouldn't fit in the context. So yeah, typical story. Meets the shy little boy. His mom died, so he withdrew inside of himself. His father fell apart after the woman in his life, was no longer there. Blah blah blah, yada yada yada. You haven't seen anything new in this story. It'll be pretty much on the nose, and I will be making fun of it. And Ritz is here basically trying to tell Mute that, he's not the center of the world because we don't have a father. Hey zombie, that sounds pretty funny, huh? Young black man doesn't have a father. Yep. I kid, buddy. But yeah, if you have anything against racism, or jokes that have racist context, this is not going to be the Let's Play for you. I'm going to make fun of many great samurai warriors and ancient Chinese philosophers. I'll be making fun of black people, Hispanic people, Chinese, Japanese. I don't have any Taiwanese jokes. I'll take a couple of pot shots at Russians, talk a lot of shit about the Irish, and a lot of people about English people in general. Or European as they prefer to be called. Canadians can eat a dick, and I'll be making fun of them as well. Let's see. Basically, if you live on planet Earth, you are free game to be made fun of in this Let's Play. So, just be forewarned. I'm white, and I'm racist. I make jokes. Everyone does. I'm not doing anything differently. But you should know beforehand, so you're not, oh my god, I can't believe Dex said that! Who knew? And his brother's name is Doned. I believe that's how you would pronounce that. It is a shitty name. Oh god, my childhood, this was so cool back in the day. That's a Hume. That's a Banga. So Humes are the most versatile classes. Bangas are your physical-oriented melee damage. Numus are straight mages. Viera are high mobility, high damage for both physical and magic. Moogles don't really have a niche. They have a lot of supporting abilities and unique status-based abilities, but I'm really not actually a huge fan other than a couple of jobs. Yeah, the book Mute grabbed is some kind of spell book. Look, a magic circle! Honey, that's not in Latin. Oh, great. Let's read the words aloud from a magic book. This is a horror movie. You'd all be dead in an hour. Ouch! So yeah, Mute's gonna play into a stereotype just full bore. And so is Ritz. Interesting character development is not part of this game. And I want to make a statement. People say that the story in the original Final Fantasy Tactics for the PlayStation 2, I believe, that was released as Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions. Nice name drop right there, Mute. But people say that Final Fantasy Tactics and then its remake War of the Lions on the PSP actually had a great story. As far as I'm concerned, get your head out of your ass. That story basically reads like the manga, however you pronounce it, Berserk to me. You basically have the summons that you can do in Final Fantasy games. They're called Espers, and they're trying to take over the human world in Final Fantasy Tactics by manipulating the human race. That's all there is to it. It's a much harder game, but the story is not the heavily lauded masterpiece that some self-entitled, very egotistical thinky men would claim that it is. No. This game's story is not bad. The characters... The main characters are whiny shits. But the supporting characters are great. You'll meet some great characters that are in the background and not right front and center in the spotlight. But look at this. The book opened by itself. Say what? Well, it must have been a magic book. Entire world's changing. Take a drink of water while this cutscene plays, because I've got time. Don't have to scroll through text. My timer tells me that I've been running this at about 22 minutes so far. Or roughly that. And I want to get to a stopping point, make sure that these videos are actually coming out decently. Because I know you guys actually want to have something that's watchable, not a complete piece of shit. That's the whole point of why I do this. So I can watch it, actually. And I think what we'll do is we will stop here and see you later. So, everybody, have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Take care.